In this video, I would like to provide an overview of the random word technique by Edward de Bono. This will include a brief explanation of what the random word technique is, how does it work, how to generate random words, and whether the technique may be considered effective based upon empirical evidence. So first, what is random word? In short, it is a technique which may be used by a person to try and enhance their creativity. It was devised by Edward de Bono. De Bono describes the random word technique as the simplest of all creative techniques, meaning that it can be used with little existing knowledge or experience in a given domain. So how does random word work? Well, when you're faced with a problem, it can help you to be more creative. Let's say that you have a problem where you're faced with the need to remove limescale from a pipe. You can generate a random word using this technique, which we'll briefly explain, and then you can use the randomly generated word to try to think of ideas to resolve the problem. The random word may trigger a connection which may resolve the problem in some way which you had not thought of before. So how do we actually generate a random word using this process? The technique that I'll be presenting here is that which was described by de Bono before the wide use of random word generators was available on the internet. This is the process outlined by de Bono. First, open a dictionary. Randomly think of a page number, then randomly think of another number. On the random page number, find the word which corresponds to the randomly generated second number. So in other words, you may generate a random page number of 50 and then find what the main word, in other words the word in bold, is down that page. This is the word that you have generated as a result of using this technique. If you look upon this process and question whether it is actually effective, you may wish to see evidence that it actually works. Searching the internet, you might find numerous anecdotal accounts that the technique either does or does not work. From an academic standpoint, the evaluation of whether the technique is effective should be based upon the results of empirical studies or case studies from industry. Although there may be numerous studies which have used random word, I will be focusing on one which was conducted at an Australian tertiary institution. In this study, engineering students were allocated either to a control group or a group which would use the random word technique. In order to carry out the experiment, 8 words needed to be produced. So, before the experiment could be conducted, 8 words were randomly generated using the method which was previously described. This produced the following 8 words that you can see on screen. Participants of the study were then shown a problem and provided with 16 minutes to generate as many solution ideas as they could. The problem which the students were faced with was how to remove limescale buildup from the inside of a metal pipe. Participants of the control group were shown no additional information or instructions, while participants of the random word group were shown one of the 8 words every 2 minutes. When the results were analyzed, it was found that the random word group had generated an average number of ideas which was higher than the control group, about 3.5 compared to 2, and that this difference was statistically significant. Overall, this suggested that the use of the random word technique enhanced idea generation performance. In addition, this study was also repeated using students from Finland, Russia, the Czech Republic, and Germany. When the results were analyzed, it was found that the random word group from every single country outperformed the control group from their respective country. This suggests that the random word was more effective than the control situation in each case. Overall, these results suggest that random word is likely to be more effective. However, it is very important to consider that this highly depends upon the context in which the experiment is carried out, and especially upon the words which are generated. If you reflect upon the 8 words that have been generated here, it is understandable that if 8 different words are generated, they may be more useful or less useful for resolving the problem. Presented here are the primary references which have been used to create this video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.